Good morning, students. This is Raj Gajendra Pillai, Kanna Kingdom. We are going to learn about English grammar. Topic opposites. We are going to learn about opposites. Right? Take out your notebook, your pens. Last time, in the previous session, we have done part 1 of opposites. Take out the same book and continue from that first part. In the first session, we have learned about opposites, a lot of opposites. Now we are going to continue it. Right? So now when we are going to continue, it should be in the same book. Right? And after the first lesson, part 1, we'll start part 2 from here. Yeah, be ready. Give you 5 seconds. Here you can see opposites. You can see there are 2 arrows shown, down and up. The down one arrow which is pointing towards downwards or towards down. Down means getting down from the first storied or maybe any storied to down ground level, right? And up means going towards the upper level. Coming down means coming towards downwards. Like if you are at second, you are coming at first. From first, you are coming down at the ground. So when you say down, means you are getting down from one storied to second storied, from second to first and first to ground. And while going up from down, from ground to first, from ground to first, right? From ground to first and first to second, you go up and up. Okay? So now write the opposites. Down, up, D-O-W and down. So the opposite of down is up and up is down. Please write it down. So now look on to the opposites. Yeah, we have seen down and up, right? Up, down. Elevators going up, elevators coming down. Now we are seeing at opposites of thick and thin. Thick, thin. You can see the screen in front where there are 2 books of JavaScript. It's written JavaScript. Right? The first book on the left side you can see which is written thick. You can see it is so thick. The book is thick one. So looking at the thickness of the book, how we define it, how we say, how we express, we'll express that book is thick. Right? That book is thick. And here when you express as thin, how do you tell it? How do you express? If you want to tell somebody, how you tell it? This is a thick book and this is a thin book. You say thin. Thin means the size of the book is thin. For identification of the book, you say go and purchase that book. Which one you want? JavaScript, a thicker one. And you say JavaScript, thin one. This is how the opposites are. Thick and thin. Thick, a little broader, and in the size it is a little thicker. It is called as thick. Thin, thinner. Right? Thinner means a little thin. Of less pages. Thick means of more pages. Right? Please write this down. Opposite of thick is thin. And thin is thick. T-H-I-N, thin. T-H-I-C-K, thick. Thin and thick. Right? These are the opposites. Opposite of thin is thick. Thick is thin. Please write it down. Look at the opposite. You can see 2 guys standing in front. In shorts, both have put their hand in the pocket. And look at the down what it is written? It's written fat and skinny. Fat. What do you understand by fat? Fat means he is healthy. His weights are much more. Right? He is good. He is good at eating and everything. So he has become fat. And the second one is skinny. Means we can see his bones, his elbow bones. Right? Means he is skinny. He doesn't have much of muscles. He is skinny. Right? So skinny and fat. So opposite of fat is what? Skinny. And opposite of skinny is fat. When we speak on several topics, in many of the topics you use certain words. He's a fat guy. That's a fat buffalo. Yes, it's a fat person. He's a fat person. He's a healthy person. When we talk about on certain places, wherever it's used, it is different way. The same opposites can be used in different ways. While you speak to somebody, while you write something, the words are used. And where these words are used, that is up to us, where we use, at which particular time it can be used, and where it is to be used. Right? Fat and skinny. When you talk about skinny, means he doesn't have much muscles on him. His bones are visible, so he is called as skinny. Right? Please write this down. Fat, skinny. S-K-I-N-N-Y. Skinny. F-A-T. Fat. Opposite of fat is skinny. Opposite of skinny is fat. Please write it down. Here you can see opposites. Hot and cold. How you understand by hot? Hot can be many things. Hot. It can be hot coffee. It can be hot soup. It can be hot tea. Right? Hot porridge. Anything which is hot. There are many things which are hot. So it is in a cup where it says it is hot, steaming hot. When the steam comes, you come to know that it is hot. And in the second place, we have seen its opposite. It's cold. Opposite of hot is cold. Cold, you can see that's a glass where there is little water and 3 cubes of ice in it, which makes the water cold. So opposite of hot is what? Opposite of hot is cold. And opposite of cold is what? Opposite of cold is hot. Please write it down. There are several things where you can define as cold. All the cold drinks which you drink, Limca, Thumbs Up, Coca-Cola, everything. There are many things which are cold. Ice creams are supposed to be cold. So when you see ice creams are cold, but the beverages which are hot, coffee, porridge, tea, everything is hot, right? Opposite of hot is cold and cold is hot. Please write it down. Now look at the opposites of heavy and light. Try to balance something on a bar where it's a straight bar, you try to balance it. The heavy side always goes down. The thing which is heavy, it goes down. You can see in the same here, the lighter thing goes up and the heavy things come down. If you see, if you go to a vegetable vendor also, he holds that weighing scale in his hand, and his weighing machine, he puts one side the 100 grams, 200 grams or 500 grams weight in it. To balance it, what does it does? That if we ask for 250 grams or 500 grams, he put that weight of 500 grams on one side, and other side he weighs whatever vegetable we want as an half kg, and he balances it. When he balances it, he checks that the center thing comes at one place where both are balanced, 500 and 500 vegetables, and he puts one more on it, As soon as he puts one more in it, it is more than 500, that side becomes heavy, it goes down. The same way, this is a balancing rod. In that rod, the lighter thing goes up and the heavy things come down. So opposite of heavy is what? Opposite of heavy is light. And opposite of light is what? Heavy. Heavy, light. Light, heavy. H-E-A-V-Y. H-E-A-V-Y. Heavy. L-I-G-H-T, light. Heavy. H-E-A-V-Y. Heavy. L-I-G-H-T, light. Please write it down. Write the opposites. These are opposites. Right. Now you can see opposites. Open, close. What do you understand by open, close? Right. Here you can see the example where it is given. There are two plastic boxes which has lid. In one, the lid is open. He has opened one lid. So it is said as open. O-P-E-N, open. Open means the lid of the plastic container is open. And in the second one, he has not opened it. It is closed. The lid is closed. Open, close. When we have to open, that thing has to be closed first. The things which are closed can only be opened. Right? And in other places where these words are used, the opposites are used as open, close. If you go to some shop, you look at it, you say the door, the shop is open. And sometimes when the shutter is down, all the doors are closed with a lock, we say the door is closed. The shop is closed. Right? When we say the shop is open, closed, the words are used there also. And the words are used here also. For an example, you have seen the plastic container which has a lid, it is opened, so it is addressed as open. And in the second place where the lid is as it is, so it is said to be closed. The closed one, the thread, the lid is closed, and there the thread is open. Open, close. Close, open. So these are the opposites. O-P-E-N, open. C-L-O-S-E, close. Right? Please write it down. Now look at the opposite. Here it's not single words. We have seen that it was written as fat and skinny. Now we are using the opposite in a sentence. Yes? What is a sentence? Sentence are the group of words which makes a sentence complete. Right? What a sentence? Sentence is a group of words with complete sense. This boy is fat. We are addressing that this boy is fat because we are using opposite in a sentence. The boy is fat. That boy is skinny. When we say that boy is skinny, we are addressing that boy is skinny. This boy is fat. Here we have done what? We have used the same word fat and skinny, but in a sentence. This boy is fat. That boy is skinny. Same way, we can use this. How we use this in a sentence? We make a sentence and use it. Right? So this boy is fat. That boy is skinny. Please write it down. So these are the two opposite things, fat and skinny. We have addressed about two separate boys. Right? Earlier we have seen that he was addressed as fat and that one as skinny, but this time we have used as a sentence. In that sentence we have used that this boy is fat, and in the second place where he is skinny, that boy is skinny. We have used that boy is skinny. Please write it down. Here we can see opposites, tight and loose. You can understand now. These are the trousers which they are wearing. Right? See, he is wearing that but it is not able to button it up. He cannot button it up. That is what? That is tight. Because it is the trousers waist is shorter than his stomach, than his waist. It cannot come in his waist. So that is a tight pant for him, right? So there we have this as tight. And here you can see he has worn it in his waist, but it is not intact. It is trying to come down. That means it is big for his size. So it is loose. So it is loose. Tight. T-I-G-H-T. Tight. Loose. L-O-O-S-E. Loose. L-O-O-S-E. Loose. Tight. T-I-G-H-T. Tight. Opposite of tight is what? Opposite of tight is loose. Opposite of loose is what? Tight. Please write this down. Now look at the opposites here, where you can see heavy and light. What is heavy? Heavy means the things which has more weight. Heavy. See how he is picking it up. When he is picking it up, while picking he has to use both his hands to lift it. From the ground level is picked up with two hands, and it needs lots of efforts carrying it. When you carry heavy things, it needs lots of efforts because all the weight comes on your legs and your hands get stressed when you pick up heavy things, right? And opposite of heavy is what? Light. You can see how easily it's a small thing, it's a small box to carry, where how is picking it up? Is picking it up in his fingers. That means it is light. Is not stressed up. His second hand is free. But in the first place where you see heavy, he has used both his hands. His structure of body while picking it up is totally changed. Here is straight, and while picking up the heavy things, you bend a little because it is heavy. Yes? So please write this down. Heavy, light. Light, heavy. H-E-A-V-Y, heavy. L-I-G-H-T, light. Please write this down. Here it says opposites. Quiet, loud. Quiet means silence. Quiet. When you say quiet, quiet means not to make a noise. What is opposite of quiet? Shout. Loudly. Loud. Quiet, loud. Quiet. Loud means you need to tell something which is very loudly. Right? In a megaphone, that's megaphone. In the megaphone, what you do, you have a small amplifier. When you talk, it is a hand, it can be carried in hand. That megaphone can be held in the hand, and when you speak, it should go to every house. So megaphones are used in certain places in the case of emergency or by the police to announce something which is very urgent. Right? Quiet, loud. Please write this down. Q-U-I-E-T, quiet. L-O-U-D, loud. Please write this down. Here you can see there are two students sitting. One has put his hand in his head. Why? Because he is not able to understand. It is difficult for him to understand. So he is in a problem. So he is telling it is difficult. And the other one who is easily doing the work, he is writing it. Means that is easy for him to do. He is doing what? He is doing his work very fast, sitting silently. Means that one is easy. And here he cannot understand the problem to solve, he is in difficulty. So now difficult and easy. opposite words. Let's take the opposite words from here. Difficult, D-I-F-F-I-C-U-L-T, difficult. Easy, E-A-S-Y, please write it down. Difficult, easy, easy, difficult. When somebody says what is the opposite of easy, then it is difficult. If somebody says it is difficult, what is the opposite of difficult? You need to say it is easy, right? Please write it down. Now look at the opposites. Hard, soft. When we talk about hard, what is hammer? Hammer is the thing which is made of iron. Iron is supposed to be hard. Iron hammer are supposed to be hard. Now look at the toy. Yeah, it's a soft teddy bear. Teddy bears are supposed to be very soft. Opposite of soft is what? Opposite of soft is hard. H-A-R-D, hard. And opposite of hard is soft. S-O-F-T, soft. S-O-F-T, soft. H-A-R-D, hard. Please write this down. H-A-R-D, hard. S-O-F-T, soft. Iron things, wooden things, things made of stone, marble, these are all hard. What are soft? Pillows are soft. Cotton soft. You can see the toys, soft toys. They are very soft. Please write this down. Here, tall or long. When we talk about tall, tall means I have told you in the first one where height, normal height is 5.6, 5.7. The person who is 6 foot or the things which are more than the normal height, they are called as tall. Or long. When we talk about long, look at the air. The air is long. What is the opposite of tall or long? Short. You have seen in first session also. Short, tall. Here we have added long. L-O-N-G. Long, short. Tall or long. Opposite is short. Opposite of short is what? Tall or long. Yeah, S-H-O-R-T, short. T-A-L-L, tall. L-O-N-G, long. Please write it down. Tall, T-A-L-L, tall. L-O-N-G, long. S-H-O-R-T, short. Please write it down. Now you can see there is a well, and in the deep well you can see its bottom. Bottom means its lower surface, right? Bottom means the lower surface. When you look deep down in the well, you can see it is totally dry and you can see the bottom of the well. And in the right, you can see is standing at the top of the mountain. Right, at the top of the mountain, at the height where the mountain ends, it is called as a top, mountain top. Right, bottom you have seen, bottom is the level, ground level. Even in the mountains, when you get down from the mountain, that would be called as bottom level of the surface. From that bottom level, when the mountain starts, you started climbing and reached at the top. From where did he start? He started from the bottom. Even that's called as in bottom. Bottom, top. Top, bottom. Bottom are the base things. Right? Base things are the bottom. From the bottom, if you start climbing to a certain hill or mountain, we reach at the top, it is called as in top. Bottom, top. Top, bottom. B-O-T-T-O-M, bottom. T-O-P, top. Opposite of bottom is top and opposite of top is bottom. Please write it down. Now look at the opposites. Right, wrong. Earlier we have seen right, left. Right and left, there were two directions which were shown. Now this is right, wrong. 10 plus 10 equals to 20. Is it correct? Yes, that is right. Now look at the right one where it says 10 plus 10 equals to 7. Is it correct? No, it's wrong. In this place 10 plus 10 equals to 20 is right, where in other place 10 plus 10 equals to 7 is not correct. That is wrong. Please write it down. Right, wrong. Wrong, right. Right, left, left, right. In different places it is used in a different way. Just you have to memorize it. Right? Please write it down. You can see the fresh ones. The product which has been cooked in the oven and got it out, these are the fresh products. This is called as fresh. You can see it's written fresh, means it's freshly made, it's freshly baked, right? And you can see on the right, it is stale. When you say stale, means you have got a bread, a ready-made bread which you get with loaves, and you have kept it for some days. It has become stale. The fungus is seen on the bread. So what it became? It becomes stale. When the fungus comes on the bread, it becomes what? It becomes stale. Fresh, stale. Stale, fresh. Fresh are the products which are made freshly, which is baked freshly. And the things which are not used and kept for several days, it becomes stale. You can see the example here in front. There is fungus on the bread. So it has turned into stale. F-R-E-S-H, fresh, S-T-A-L-E, stale. Right? Please write it down. Here you can see with two hands is giving something. That is give. Give means with these two hands we are giving something, that is give. And take. Take means taking by ourselves. That girl is doing what? She is taking something by herself. Take. She is putting her hand in the thing which she needs and she is taking it. Give and take. Take means taking by self. Giving means giving with two hands. Give. If we want to give something, we give it with two hands. When we want to remove something, we either use two hands or one hand, but we take it on our own. So now opposite of give is what? Take. Opposite take is what? Give. Opposite of take is give and give is take. G-I-V-E, give. Right? T-A-K-E, take. Give and take. Take, T-A-K-E, take by self. Give to the opposite person with our hands is what? Give. G-I-V-E, give. T-A-K-E, take. Please write it down. Now let's look onto the opposites. Right? The opposites are sweet. Opposite of sweet is what? Opposite of sweet is bitter. Opposite of sweet is sour. So now you can see the sweet chocolates are there, and in the right you can see the sour thing. Sour thing is orange, right? It's orange, but it is sour. So now when you say sweet, opposite sweet can be of many things. You go to a sweet shop, you will find many things which are very much sweet. All the things you get in the shop are in a mithai shop is sweet. So here I have used chocolates to just for the illustration purpose so that you can understand about sweet. Bitter. Bitter means the neem leaves are bitter. Bitter gourd is bitter, right? So opposite of sweet is sour, opposite of sweet is bitter. Please write it down. is sour and bitter. SWEET, sweet. Please write it down. Buying. What is buy and what is sell? Buy means when you go to supermarket, when you go to markets where they have departmental stores, in all the places wherever you go, they have displayed all the things. What you need to do is just carry a bag or a trolley, which you can see there, and pick up things what all you want. Then you go to the cash counter, you say this all things I want. So from that trolley, it becomes easy pulling that trolley. If you want one item, you put it in the trolley, check the rates, check the expiry dates and all, then you put it in the trolley, collecting 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. If you want a shampoo, if you want a Colgate, if you want a brush, if you want some chocolates, if you want some cookies, if you want some perfume, if you want handkerchief, if you want anything, compass box, maybe pencil, maybe any set, you go on collecting it and putting it in the trolley. Trolley is the easiest means of carrying things in the big marts where you go for purchase. In the trolley you can easily push it because the bag becomes heavy. You need to carry that bag, put it on one side, then go. These trolleys have wheels where you put it and you buy all the things from the store in that. Buy it and put it in the trolley. Later you go and pay for what all things you want. Selling means you have seen selling. In the selling part, what he is doing? He is selling bananas. The best bananas for 25 paise. That's what he is telling. 125 paise. So he is selling bananas at his own rate, whatever the rate is. But the thing what he is doing is he is vending, he is selling it. Sell is what he is doing is sell. And here what is being done, here the things are being purchased. Buy and sell. BUY buy. SELL sell. Sell means some person selling something and you go to some certain market and you go and you purchase. The purchasing is called as buying. So please write it down. Here you can see night. What is the opposite of night? Whenever night ends, what comes? It comes day. Whenever the day ends, what comes? It comes night. Right? From morning till evening, when it is dark, it becomes night. And from night till morning, when sun rises, what it becomes? It becomes a day. So opposite of night is what? Opposite of night is day. In that day, it is morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everything comes in that. And after that evening, then comes the night. So the entire session of good morning, afternoon and evening, this is a complete day. After that day, the darkness which comes is of night. So day, night. Opposite of day is what? Night. Opposite of night is what? Day. So please write it down. NIGHT, night. DAY, day. Night, day. Day, night. Please write it down. Wide. You can see the broad road, with the road which is very wide. Right? That is going, that is an express road which is totally empty, and you can see the width of it. It's so wide. Right? Wide. And you can see in the right where there is two constructions, two buildings have been done, and that passage which is seen is narrow. Means a small passage is called as a narrow passage. Between the two buildings there is a narrow gap. There is a narrow passage. That's what we say. So narrow things means between. When you see in the house also, when we go, when you see there are small passages everywhere. One room on this side, one room on this side. In between, there is a small narrow passage for us to move. It is designed in such a way where you have narrow passages. Outside, when you go, you can see two buildings are there, the compound wall and this compound wall. When there are two compound walls, in between you find a narrow place where one car or something can move, but that is narrow compared to the width of the large big roads, express roads, which are 90 feet, which is very much broad and wide. Compared to that, these passages are called as narrow. Wide, narrow. Opposite of wide is narrow, and opposite of narrow is wide. WIDE, wide. NARROW, narrow. NARROW, narrow. WIDE, wide. Please write it down. Here you can see opposites, switch on and switch off. When you switch on, what happens? The light starts giving light. So it becomes bright. You can see everything. If the light is not there, how it will become? Look at the second photograph. See, it's shown. The light becomes darker. It's not bright. Now the light is off. Here the light is on, you can see the bright face. But here you can see light is off. So it is dark in the room. Right? Switch on, switch off. Here let's take as on and off. Off, on. OFF, off. ON, on. ON, on. OFF, off. Opposite of on is off and off is on. Right? Please write this down. Now let's look onto the screen. Here the screen, we have sentences where opposites are given in it. Today my mom took me to supermarket to shop. Right? This is a sentence where it says, today my mom took me to the supermarket, to the shop. We are going there by a car. How are we going there? We are going by a car. The door is closed. Now we have to identify the opposites in it. The door is closed, so I open it. Here are the opposites. Door is closed. Opposite of closed is what? Open. So I open it. The door is closed, so underline the opposites. Closed, open. So we want to buy some fish. We don't like big fish, but we like the small one. Here he says what? We want to buy some fish. He wants to buy some fish. We don't like big fish. It's talking about opposites now. We don't like big fish, but we like the small one. Big, small. These both are what? These both are opposites. So we need to mark it. My mom is taking me to buy some drink. I don't like hot drink, but I like the cold one. In the hot there are many beverages, but what he says, my mom is taking me to buy some drink. She's telling, chalo, let's have something in the coffee shop. He's telling, I don't like hot drink, but I like the cold one. So you need some cold drink. So here the opposite is hot drink, hot, cold. Mark this both. I also want to buy some toy car. Toy car. A car which is toy, playing toy. I choose my favorite one, but my mom said it is too expensive. It is too expensive. So she asks me to find the cheap one. So once she took that toy car, what is mom said? This is too expensive. Right? Expensive, costly, expensive. Expensive is a word which is an opposite of cheap one. So here expensive and cheap, these both words are opposites. So because it is expensive, our mother asked to do what? Our mother asked to find the cheaper one, the cheap one which is not expensive. So mark this too. When we finish, we are going to fill the car's petrol until it's full. When we finish buying, purchasing, then we are going to fill the car's petrol until it is full, because now it is empty. So here, what is the word used? Until it is full. What is the opposite of full? Full is empty. Why they are going to fill it full? Because now it is empty. Full, empty. These both are opposite words. Please mark it down. Right? Please mark it properly. Closed, open. Right? Big, small. Big fish, small. Hot drink, cold. Right? Expensive, cheap. Full, empty. These are the words which are used in the sentence. So please mark it down and write it properly. Write all the spellings, write the entire paragraph and mark it down. Give you 5 seconds. Now, match the opposites. When we talk about opposites, happy, sad, old, young, dry, wet, hot, cold, day, night, right, left, bad, good, light, heavy. So I have marked it for you already. Just what you have to do is, you have to make the graph as I have made and mark it as I have marked it with the pencil. Mark it with the pencil, write it with the pen. Right? Okay? Please write it down. Make a graph of it. Now, we are completed with opposites. Right? Please memorize it, learn it, write it with your writings. Don't forget it. Put it in the notebook. Write everything, sentences, match the following. Part 1, part 2, everything. Go through it properly. Right? And thanks. Happy learning.